YouTube, welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to change the water pump on a 3.6 Pontiac G8. I didn't see a lot of videos talking about this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So yeah, like I said, 2008, 2009 Pontiac G8. This is a 3.6, not the GT. So 3.6 base, I'm going to show you how to do the water pump. For y'all that don't know, the water pump is behind this pulley right here. It's 4 bolts on it. It look like 10s. I'm going to break it loose and put a socket on it. I actually tell you what size it is, but it looked like 10s, and you want to do this before you take the belt off because it has tension on there. So yeah, let me find the bolts real quick and I'm gonna show y'all. So yeah, it's a 10 milli. Put it on there like that, and you want to get, I would use an electric ratchet if it has some torque, so it won't really spin the motor. It'll break that loose real quick. So let's go ahead and get that. So yeah, this is kind of how you want to do it. Sit it on there like that and break it loose. Break them loose, do all of them like that. So when you go to take it off, it won't have no pressure, no tension, and it won't try to spin the motor back. So you can't see it because it's not zooming in, but yeah, like that. So once you do that, break that tension loose. As you can see, that tensioner right here, you probably can't see it. All this stuff is in the way. Tensioner right here. This guy right here, this, as you can see, it's a 3/8 insert right there. You just use the ratchet and just bend it forward, backwards. I look like it go forward, so go forward to release that tension, and it's gonna free up the belt. And you don't have to take the belt all the way off, just enough to get the pulley off. I mean, so the belt can come off the pulley, and that's it. So I was wrong, y'all. It's a 1/2 inch drive, and that's what it looks like down there. I got a little extension on there, not a long one, not a crazy one, but a little one, and you're gonna bend it forward like that. But I won't be able to do that and hold the phone, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the belt off and then go. So yeah, once you get it off, like I said, I didn't let the belt hang too far, go too far away from it. I just let it drop down some, and you're able to screw the 4 bolts out. And then this is what your water pump will look like. So now it is 6, I want to say 10s, but I could be wrong. So 1, 2, 3, I think it's 1 on here, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6 of them on there. So you take those off and the water pump should come out. All right, so when you do this, keep 1 bolt in. Kind of, well, I would rather just go ahead and take it out because it's gonna leak out regardless. And you could probably want to scrape that gasket off. So I got 2 bolts still left in it. That top one right there you see, and that bottom one down there. You can hear the coolant leaking out. So we're gonna go ahead and just take this out because it's already leaking out. So alright, so like I said, it will get messy. Luckily the car wasn't completely hot, so it didn't leak out as much, but it still made a little mess. So you gotta do what you gotta do in my case. But make sure the new one comes with a gasket. Mine did, at least. I got this from Amazon. It came with a new gasket. I didn't use this RTV. This is the old one, and it has RTV on it. So the RTV, I'm assuming, failed right there in that corner, and it was leaking out. So we're gonna go ahead. The real thing you're supposed to do is get a wire brush and clean that. But I don't have a wire brush, and this is too big to fit down in there. So I'm just gonna say F it and sit in there. But the proper way is to get a wire brush or wire wheel and clean all of that off. I'm gonna still look because I don't like leaving it like that. It just look off. Let me see if I can find a wire wheel. All right, so that's a new one on. The new one you're gonna have to finagle a little bit, but the new one on, the gasket on. And I tried to find a wire wheel, but couldn't find it. So yeah, the new one on, gasket on, tighten down. On these, they probably do have a torque spec, but a lot of GM parts are actually torque spec with the ratchet, like ratchet spec. So like I just made sure it was super like tight, snug and tight, more snug and tight. And I used this actually to start to zip it down, then I just went back behind it and just gave it a little bit extra nug with this. So as long as you do that, you good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back and then top it off. So yeah, install done. Like I said, since the belt was hanging not too far down, I just had it stuffed away. Like kind of where you can still get to it, so everything is up and like how it's supposed to. belt back on. I'm gonna go ahead and top it off. Also, you can use this. What this is where you use it. Pour your cooler in there. And these are all the tools that you will need to get the job done. Half-inch wrench, ratchet. Within this a short extension. You ain't gotta get no super long one. You might not have to use it depending on how you are, but me personally, I feel like you would need it. So 1/2 inch with a 1/2 inch small extension, 3/8 ratchet, and a 10 millimeter. A 10 millimeter takes off all the bolts. So the bolts on the pulley and the water pump are 10 millimeter. So this is it. These are all the tools you need. You don't need no clamps, no pliers. You don't need none of that. This is it. So yeah, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and let's call this the end of the video. If you have any comments, questions, go ahead and drop it down, and that's it. So we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.